Does your child have trouble with a star? Well, come to us here at Shooting for the Stars Tutoring for the 4th grade. We'll cover reading, writing, and oral and written convictions. Then we'll move on to research, listening and speaking, and figure 19.
For reading, we will focus on the vocabulary needed to ace that pesky STAR test. We will cover a variety of book genres such as fiction, nonfiction, poetry, drama, expository text, and even informational.
For writing, we'll go over the writing process, which includes but is not limited to creating a rough draft, revising and editing. You don't want those pesky spelling errors to get you down, or grammatical errors. They're tricky that way.
And for oral and written conventions, I'm going to teach you about how to make complete sentences. We need to learn about those. And we're going to correct our spelling just a little bit more because that's super important.
Now this may not be on the STAR test, but you do have to learn how to do research for projects. And then for listening and speaking, you want to make sure you're clear to others when you're talking to them and can communicate efficiently and professionally. And also our figure 19, which helps us connect to our daily lives.
So let's hear from a certified teacher. So, can you tell me what some of the important standards are?
Some of the important standards are for the academic language. We want students to make sure they know how to write and read, as well as spelling, forming proper sentences, and skimming and scanning and summarizing.
What about difficulties to teaching all these standards?
The difficulties would be listening skills. Skills are really hard. We have to model as teachers very efficiently, and then to also grade presentations.
So what is the difference between a readiness standard and a supporting standard? Because we're really confused.
I think a readiness standard is more of a general view of what students need to learn, but the supporting standards say specifically what students should know and are ready for the STAR test.
Thank you so much for your help.
Let's ace the STAR!
Disclaimer. For the Shoot for the Stars tutoring, the untested standards are not standards that a student can necessarily use a paper or pencil for, but they are more performance-based. The standards that are tested are more limited as far as actually understanding what a student fully is capable of. There is no room for creativity, so don't worry about that, because your students are tested on what is right and what is wrong. Student knowledge is limited because they are not able to relate to these concepts of real life. So don't plan on them going to college, getting a scholarship, or a future career. Students will not learn how to write appropriately for formal settings such as professional emails. Students lose their creativity and never learn to think outside the box and take a chance on what they believe.
Does your child have trouble with a star? Well, we're here to help you by Shoot for the Stars. Does your child have...
For writing, we're going to go over the writing process, which includes creating a rough draft.
And for oral and written convictions. Did I say that right?
Nope.
Or future career. Students will not learn how to write appropriately